It's his first run and a good one. Williams outside, 15, keeps his feet, and Williams finds the end zone, and he is in for a touchdown. On second down, here's a toss. Here is Lucas. Jalen Lucas, that great speed, keeps his feet inside the 30. Lucas, 10, 5, touchdown, Indiana. It's Henderson cutting back and finding the end zone, touchdown, Indiana.
Welcome to the soon-to-be nameless podcast about Indiana football. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. It's at Bragley, Braggley. I don't think it was that bad on Saturday. I was with my co-host, Brandon. You can follow him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H.
I kept it together in the stadium and on the walk back, but I lost it in your car.
Oh,
your poor little kid.
He was
asleep in the back, but I was yelling.
Yeah,
yelling.
He knows. He grows up in this house. He's okay. No, we don't yell at our kids. Hold on, let me clarify that.
No, not yelling at the kids, yelling at IU football.
Oh yeah. Or
borderline worse.
In general. Could be. Might be more acceptable. Not more acceptable, but like more. I don't know. That's a bad road to go down. I'm surprised Seth isn't doing this right now, but either way, speaking of Seth, he's here. I'd maybe unblock him. I don't know. As at some point we're gonna have a new intro, we're gonna have a new name to the podcast and all that stuff. It's producer Seth. You can block him if you want to while you still can. It's at Say Top 5, SETAH5.
Write in, guys. Write in what you want this podcast to be called.
Hold on, we'll get there. It's fine. You're just a little amped up.
I have a lot writing on tonight's Monday Night Football game. Like a lot.
Ask your question, Seth. I'd ask you a question. Hey, hopefully the refs don't steal it from you like they stole my money last night or yesterday afternoon. I put a lot of money. I told you guys. Did I do it on Saturday? No, maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's not watching. Okay. Seth's not going to talk. So we'll
I'm here. I've already moved on to basketball. I went to Southern Indiana.
Oh, we can't
Hoosier,
talk basketball
or non-Hoosier hysteria on Saturday. I'm shooting the hoops.
We can't talk basketball. We got problems there too. we got some problems over there too.
Speaking of Taco Bell, that's what I had Saturday night.
Did you? Good for you, man. We went over to our buddies. I did. Went over to our buddy's house and buddy Cody's house and had a good bonfire thing. It was cool. Speaking of fire, we're not even gonna talk about the game. Final score is, who cares? I don't even remember. 31-14. What was it? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You don't want to talk about Gavin Wimsatt going 5 for 12 for 39 yards?
No, we talked about it enough.
Okay.
That's the bad part about Brandon and I going to the games together in the same car, is that it all gets kind of aired out between our seats and the car, and then in the car from Bloomington to Fishers, it all kind of gets aired out real bad.
I just love that you guys were talking to each other and texting me at the same time.
Well, he was texting, I think. I'm not sure. This is how bad it was, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon called the post-game call-in show on the way home.
Yes, I did. First time ever doing that.
We'll
never do it again.
It was.
We'll never do it again.
And they hung up on him.
I would have probably hung up on me too. But they just I think I'm a pretty articulate person. They weren't understanding at all about how you change quarterbacks every game this year. Why didn't they change quarterbacks in this game when it was clearly obvious Brendan Sorsby could not make the necessary throws? They could not give me an answer to that question.
We are going to talk about this game.
Seth, is that a reasonable question to ask? Why in this game, your Super Bowl, you decide to be rigid and not make a change at quarterback?
I don't know. I was going to say that one of the pros I liked about the game was they kept with one quarterback. Maybe it wasn't the right one. I have no idea. But hey, they stuck with one. They let him make some mistakes.
But why in this game? Why in this game?
Can we do this?
All games?
Yeah. I said this to you on Saturday, and I agree with you, Brandon. I do agree with you. I do think we should have maybe changed it up. We said this multiple times on Saturday. Brendan Sorsby didn't lose this game.
Hey, now you sound what that's what the people on the post game show said.
No. Remember, this is what they said. One person said special teams lost this game.
Oh my god.
The other person said it was the coaching, and then the other person said, well, you can't blame the coaching for the special teams. And then they started fighting with each other about how the coach coaches special teams and all this stuff. So there's the blocked punt. I don't know what it looked like on TV, Seth, but they moved around and they wasted so much of the play clock on that blocked punt, where I think they snapped it probably within 2 seconds left of the play clock, and that's why the snap got jumped, and that's why it ended up what it was. But there was a ton of motion, a lot of moving around. It completely missed blocks on multiple people. Block punt, walk in, touchdown, piece of cake. And then we've got a little bit of Mo about to go into halftime, tied up, and your best. Well, I don't get started on this. No, I'm not going to say it. He's not the best player on the team. The
best athlete,
best player. No, he's not even the best athlete. I think Donovan McCulley is the best athlete, best player on the team. Can't even catch the ball. I mean, it was a tough play. I did tell Brandon, I think right before that kick, Brandon, I think I said something about the wind. I was like, there's a lot of wind going this way, but it doesn't get away from the ball.
How much time was on the clock?
Like 41 seconds.
Why do you have anyone back there returning?
That's a great question.
That's coaching.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be a special teams coach.
At worst, you're down inside the 10 and you kneel.
You weren't, were we? Okay. So I think we were going to get the ball to like the 20-yard line, 20-ish yard line. With that offense, are we really going to go for it with 41 seconds left?
No, that's what I mean.
Put up some
That's
points.
what I like. The worst that can happen is they down the ball on the 7-yard line and you have to take 3 kneels, as opposed to it going into the end zone and you taking 3 kneels at the 20. It's just a horribly coached team. Tom Allen, when he got the job, preached special teams. I play my starters on special teams. We're going to win at the 3rd phase on special teams. Well, Tom, your special teams is probably the worst I've ever seen. Your in-game adjustments stink. Absolutely stink. Your challenges are non-existent. Are we at coaching rant time? Or are we there?
Hold on. Let's get into key stats moments. I've got one thing and it's huge. It's in 50 font. Blow it up, Brandon. That's all you kept saying on the way out of the game. Yep. Go ahead. Stage is yours.
I mean, what in this program right now? Offense, defense, player personnel. You have, and I hate saying this. You got about a dozen guys you'd want to keep. About a dozen. How many are on a roster? 85?
Yeah,
85
scholarships.
85. How many of them are in the wide receiver room? I can name 3 right now off the top of my head.
Half.
3 of them that I'm like, boom, easy. Camper, McCulley, and Cooper. Give me all 3 of those. And start a team with that. Keep Josh Henderson. I mean, there's good players.
There's not that many.
Not that many.
Good, because what happens if you blow it up, right? If you blow it up, a lot
are leaving.
That's why you got to blow it up now, because you don't. I mean, there's 1/8 of the roster you're worried about losing.
So the
other 7/8 of the roster, you just don't care about losing. So blow it up. There ain't a coach. I love Matt Guerrieri.
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing keeping with that 4-2-5? I mean, that's
just what it is. You just got to bring another down.
I mean, well, sure. Do something. We brought our friend Kimbo, and he doesn't watch a lot of IU football. Blown away that we only had 6 in the box.
Mm-hmm.
He could not wrap his mind around. I was like, 4-2-5. We never bring more than a box. And then he was just like, we'll blitz a corner. I'm like, oh, we haven't really blitzed a corner since our defensive coordinator left a few years ago. Okay, well, blitz a safety. We play a lot of like bend, don't break. I kept making excuses until finally I was texting him later on that day after he left my house. I'm like, you're right. Like, as bad as our offense was, our defense was equally as bad, because they're just like, yeah, we're going to stop these guys with 6 guys.
Yeah.
We're going to stop these guys with 6 guys, and I love them. I have only spoke positive. It was Aaron Casey's worst day.
I was just getting ready to say there's one player that missed a lot of tackles.
It was his worst day, and he's been here since Nam. So that says a lot that this was his worst game.
He said, yeah. Yeah.
How do you not dare Gavin Wombat to throw the ball 30 times to beat you?
No, our safety stepped back 10 to 12 yards.
So how do you
hold on?
It just boggled my mind.
Hold on. I'm just thinking about a lot of their formations. They had a lot of 3 wide receiver single back formation.
They're three wide, a mobile tight end, and a 1 back. That's the same formation every single time, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, they not the same formation, but the same personnel package.
They never went deep, did they?
Nope.
Or really tried to throw deep.
Not even tried.
Was one kind of
dude. They were just crossers. It was just crossers. It was just slants and crossers. That's all it was.
There was not a single read throw. He didn't make one read.
Nope. They were all predetermined throws.
Okay. I don't even want to. I'm not going to follow script here. I think
there's
that's
no reason to follow script.
There's not.
It was the Super Bowl, and I honestly, not only did we play the worst, we coached like every phase was bad.
Yeah.
In a game where all 3 of us sat on here, it was the most important game in the last 2.5 years.
The part I don't understand, and maybe it's adjustments by Rutgers, but I didn't see much. How do you come out as aggressive as you did that first drive? Very first play, Brandon. We were sitting here like, we didn't even expect them to throw the ball. But then, of course, they threw it, and they threw it to the one guy we've been screaming for 2 years for them to throw the ball to. They hit Camper, great catch, good throw. And then you march down the field. You get a 4th and 7. There's no way we go for it. We go for it, and we make a crazy play as it is. But aggressive. And then it's just like, bam, right back to Walt Bell ball. Like we did score 14 points against what is statistically, and I will say that again, so far statistically, a top 10 defense in the country. It looked great. I was happy at halftime, right? We were in good spirits at halftime. We were fine. We come back in.
Not be?
Well, we left. We left for a minute, back to the car, came back in, which I haven't done for a couple years, probably 2 years. Came back in, missed the touchdown, the opening touchdown, and then we kind of sat and watched and just saw the same crap we'd seen the last 6 weeks, 6 games.
It was worse than that, man. I mean, it was, again, Louisville, you gave up the big plays, which sucks, but like those happen. Those are free plays.
How much better did you feel with Taven at quarterback, though, during the comeback?
So much better. So much better. That's what I mean. You had to put Taven in because look at the second half he had put in already.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to what did Sorsby show to be a starter? We don't see practice. We don't see game film sessions. What could Allen have seen in Sorsby? You're probably the biggest Sorsby fan that isn't an immediate family or friend of his. What did you see, Bragg, that made you think it could be Sorsby? His legs? That's it.
It's hard for me to sit back and blame Sorsby. I don't think that he made, and again, I don't remember all of the throws or all of I don't think he made a ton of terrible decisions.
But this is what makes it more baffling. Did you watch the press conference? Did you watch the press conference? Or read the transcript?
No, I refuse to do it. No.
Tom Allen said the quarterback play was not good enough. If you think the quarterback play isn't good enough, why did you do so? So he's throwing the quarterback under the bus.
Guess who starts Saturday?
No, it's Taven.
In Happy Valley. Like a total lose-lose situation. Like at that point, let Sorsby go out.
You have to.
And then if it's bad, then maybe make a change. And if there's some sort of momentum going into the Wisconsin game, Then you leave Taven in, and Taven starts against Wisconsin. I don't get it.
You could not have messed this up more. You
Yeah.
could not have messed this up more. And that falls on Tom Allen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the schedule sucks too, right? So if you're trying to pick a quarterback, you can't make up your GD mind all freaking spring, all freaking fall. And then you go into Ohio State, you're swapping them, right? Tough game. And then you get an easy game. Taven shows up. Okay, he's your starting quarterback against Louisville. And then he plays okay in the second half, right? So you're good there. We go into Akron, play like crap. Okay. And then you go to Maryland, play like crap a little bit, right? So does that mean Taven's a bad quarterback? I don't know. We've had the same crappy coordinator the whole time. So then we go to Michigan. We pull him after 2 drives, and we get a fluke play for a touchdown. What did Brennan Sorsby do against Michigan? Nothing. He didn't score any points against Michigan. So what makes him a starting quarterback against Rutgers? It doesn't make any sense. I own a Brendan Sorsby NIL shirt. Nobody can sit here and tell me that I don't support Brendan Sorsby. I don't think he's the right fit right now. It doesn't work with a shitty offense. You've got to have somebody back there that's got the moxie, that's got the confidence, that can do the things that Taven did against decent teams in Louisville, and he made a couple plays against Michigan on those first 2 drives. And then you just pulled him out. It's just so dumb. So dumb. All right. Are we doing stocks? Do you want to do stocks?
No.
Okay.
No.
Moving on. Super quick word from our sponsor, Monon Track Club. MTC is Indiana's running brand, built on a deep love for the sport and the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. Check out the link in the show notes for more details on their club runs and to shop their sick gear from shirts to hoodies to koozies. As a thank you to our listeners, we are offering 10% off your order. Use promo code LEO10. That's LEO10 at checkout. Talked with Garrett on Saturday, the owner of MTC. Good dude. Just buy his crap. I mean, it's not crap. It's really high quality material. But, and I'm not saying that sarcastically, it's really good stuff. Just buy it. It's 10% off. And also buy all of our stuff, because I think we're just going to leave it at whatever price is now. I think it's like $15 for a shirt now instead of 20.
Yeah, but it'll be vintage, guys. It will be vintage.
One and only.
I know that's hip.
Brandon finally picked up
the shirt. Is awesome.
It's a nice shirt.
Guess who wore it? Saturday night. Sasha got home. Sasha wore it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good jammy shirt.
Yep.
Good hanging out around the house shirt.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Revisit predictions. I wrote Seth, F them. Who cares? Brandon, literally nobody cares. Me, shut down the program. That's what I wrote. Because I think I was the closest. I said we were going to score 24 points. I was the lowest out of everybody. Well, sorry, I don't have the old ones. Or I've got the old ones. Sorry, I don't have the new ones. Let me look. Would have helped if I would have wrote it down. Here it is. This is good podcasting. Let's see. Scroll down. Nobody's listening anyway. It doesn't matter. Seth wins. No, Brandon wins.
Nope.
I mean, we only scored 14 points.
I had a 15. I said we were going to score 15, though.
You said 16-14.
Yes.
That's what I got.
So I was close.
So you've won 4 in a row. Congrats. We've lost all 4 games. So congratulations. Or have you won? No, you've won 3 in a row. After not winning at all, you've won 3 in a row. I think you got the Akron win, but that felt like a loss. So at this point, we should have lost the game, Brandon. Maybe we would have had the inevitable happen already. Probably not, though, because basketball. Okay. I have a new section written down. I think it's in your guys' outlines too. Do we want to do a quick, maybe top 3 possible candidates to replace Tom Allen?
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
We have to go over timeline first here. The date you have to circle is, I believe it's December 3rd, 2024.
Okay.
I believe that is the date that his buyout goes from, 30 to 7.9.
No. Yes, you're right. That is factual.
It doesn't matter.
But this is why it didn't matter. This is why it doesn't matter. The payout doesn't have to be in one chunk.
Boom.
The payout can be done over time, and there's wording in it that if he gets another job, they're not owed anything. so they can pay the exact minimum. They can just straight up go minimum credit card payment and just put themselves. I'm not kidding. I mean, that's what you do, right? You pay your minimum card and then you hope you get Chapter 11 and you never have to pay. You never have to pay ever again. That's what you do. And there isn't really a choice. There isn't really a choice because you can't compete without NIL. You can't compete without boosters. If I haven't been to a game in almost a year, there was nobody there for the Super Bowl in a must-win game. He's lost everyone. It doesn't matter. And I'm not going to go on another Scott Dolson rant. It does start with him.
You're about to. I just added a section to this.
It starts with him. He's got to go to. Honestly, he's got to go.
That's not going to happen. Not before this happens.
No, I mean, the board of trustees love him because he's a lackey. Because all he does is make the program money. They love seeing that I use the number one most profitable athletic department. They love seeing that. That's what he was put in there to do, not to win, but to make money. And that is sickening.
Yeah.
Sickening.
Yeah. Are we ready? I don't know if anybody has like a set list or not. Like I don't have a number 2. I just came up with my number 3. I think I can get a number 2. I can get a number 2 real quick. I'm ready if you guys want mine and maybe you guys can react because I think Brandon and I have the same number 1. Although I'd like to hear Seth's.
No, I don't. I don't have the same number 1.
You don't have the. We talked about number 1.
I've done
no
research, okay. So I'm flying blind here. So you guys start.
I've done no research either, but okay, I'd like to start. And first thing I want to do, and I want to give you guys. I want you guys to give a confidence rating of 1 to 5.
We're gonna put a poll out. We're gonna put a poll out of all these guys.
Seth, you're gonna put a poll out. Okay, first off, I want a confidence rating in the fact that you think Scott Dolson will make because all 2 of the maybe just one of these is a big splash higher. Okay. Do you think he'll make a big splash higher? Confidence 1 being like no confidence and 5 being like yes, he'll do it. Because I think I'm leaning just over. I'm going to go 3.5. I do think he's got to do something, or else. Because look, we're going to be honest. We don't ever talk about basketball. If the charges stick with said player, this basketball season is going to be bad.
He'll be out 2 games.
Oh, he'll be out 2 games. He'll be out the first 2 games of the season.
He will not be.
What do you mean? They're going to drop him?
No, he's fine. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah, okay. This is barely a slap on the wrist, if anything.
He's running some
charges sound terrible.
I mean, if you actually like read what happened, which we're not going to do, go listen to Often Daunted. But yeah, he did nothing. This is a nothing burger at all.
Okay. Seth, you didn't read like the actual charges, did you?
Oh, I did. He might be a dick, but he's not a criminal.
Okay, that's good. I don't pay attention to basketball when it's not basketball season, so that's where we'll leave it. And apparently the whole thing's burning down because we didn't get a record. So, okay, where's our confidence level on Dolson?
Oh no, a negative.
Yeah,
and why though? Why?
Because he's just incapable.
But he
I don't know if he's incapable.
Kalen DeBoer with
that's not fair.
He didn't do that.
He give him a budget to replace him.
I don't know. Did he have a budget with DeBoer? Did he have a budget with DeBoer?
No. So here's the thing. I'm calling him incompetent. That isn't. I mean,
hold on. Rod Carey is one of the highest paid coordinators in the conference, if I'm not mistaken. Like he gets paid fat money to be a coordinator. I think it's
really this is he was a quality assistant coach until 2 weeks ago. This is going to be your argument?
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I do think that he's starting to see like, okay, we have to spend some money in the football program. And they're making major changes to the stadium.
You're too close to the forest, brother.
Okay.
I don't like him. The guy cares about 2 things: basketball and bottom line. Football helps him neither. So as long as he's going to keep it on the lowest possible budget possible so that he can operate at a positive. No, he's not going to spend a dime he doesn't have to.
And he's being told not to. again, so you got to think of this. This is not too indifferent than a Roger Goodell situation. Like, he's a puppet. The people that are making millions and millions are telling him what to do, and he's just saying, yes, queen, yes. That's all. That's it. That is it. So I have zero faith in him to actually do this. Tom Allen's going to be the coach, guys. It is like we're going to talk about possible replacements because that's fun and that's hopeful, and that's what all three of us, I think, want to happen. It ain't going to happen. Even if
there's
Scott Dolson,
there's no choice. They don't win another game the rest of the season. There is zero choice. Even, you know what? If they don't win more than one more game the rest of the season, he has no choice.
I agree with you, but it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
And you're not getting Jeff Lebby from Oklahoma. You're not getting Phil Longo from Wisconsin. You're not getting Andy Ludwig from Utah. You're not getting Ryan Grubb from Washington. And you're sure as shit not getting Garrett Riley from Clemson.
Not on my list. None of them
are on my list either.
Well, those are the top 6 offensive coordinators. And
I don't want that. We don't need that. Now, listen, you might if you get number 1. If you get the number 1, this is the whole thing, the hypothetical Brandon and I talked about. My number 3, Justin Fuente, already in the program. Listen, Seth, I'm not saying that this is who I want. I think this is a possibility. He's in the program.
He had a really fun offense at Memphis before it all went to shit at Tech.
Right. Well, now listen, he did have 2 or 3 really good seasons at Tech, and then
with other people's players. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a possibility. I think it was kind of weird to bring him in. I was okay with it. I thought it was a good move, but I thought it was weird to bring him in mid-season. But there's somebody in the program, high level experience coaching football at a head coach, and should be a good offensive mind. Number 2 should hit home a little bit. Might actually be a cakewalk as far as a hire goes if needed. Kane Womack. You guys might know him. If you're not like a major player at IU football and like you don't really super pay attention to him, former defensive coordinator 2 years ago, Seth, 2 years ago, and he was here for a few years. Really good defensive mind, has had a lot of success at Southern Alabama. Go ahead, Seth.
He has coached his way above IU for his next job.
I don't think that's it. No, that's impossible. And then
okay,
number one, and this is the one that needs to happen based on the way that college football is going, is Antoine Randall. You're not going to pay him Dion money. He's not Dion, but he is the biggest name in IU college football history. He's somebody that's going to be able to relate with recruits. He's going to be able to show people Super Bowl rings. He's going to be able to show people first player ever to score 40 on the ground and 40 through the air ever in college football. He'll be able to show people groundbreaking, incredible highlights. He'll be able to show these recruits that his name is on the freshman trophy. That's a major recruit. Now, this is where it comes in. Now, he's got a ton of experience. Now, what has he been in the NFL, Seth, for maybe 4 or 5 years?
He was 2 years an offensive assistant with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2019 and 20, and has been a wide receivers coach since 21.
So 5 years.
Yes.
I think 19 through now, roughly 4 or 5 years, right?
5
NFL
years.
level. I don't know how connected he is still with the program. I can't imagine that he's not. But I think that's my number 1. That is a legit number 1 need for IU football. I'd like to hear what Brandon's got.
I got 2 honorable mentions. Most of these are just name appeal. I don't think either one is qualified.
Lee Corso.
Name appeal. Ohio State offensive line coach Justin Fry.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. Running backs coach.
Why do I know that name?
I like the focus.
Why do I know the name?
He was at IU for a long time.
Okay.
He left. He actually left for Michigan. He's actually coached at a bazillion places in the Big Ten.
Ooh, Michigan. Are you about to say a running backs coach from Michigan?
Running backs from coach. This is honorable mention. Yes, this is honorable mention. Mike Hart.
Mike Hart. That's a great one.
He knows the program. He knows what he's getting into.
He knows Indy.
He's recruited great at Indiana. I think Mike Hart knows the Big Ten. I think he knows Indiana, and I think that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Okay. Here's my third one. And this goes into young up-and-comer, which I hate. But I loved this guy so much. And he's tore it up. Offensive coordinator, Kansas State, Colin Klein. Kansas State has done so much with so little. I don't want coordinator from, from Akron or, a group of five. I want an OC from a program that's overachieved. That's Colin Klein at Kansas State. I know you don't watch
Klein is Jeff Brom.
Oh,
sure.
As long as he's not Daryl
He'll be
Hazel.
flirting with Manhattan every single year if he comes here.
So
I know. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying.
Just get us out of this shithole that we're in right now.
Next, number 2, they talked about it all game. And it makes me think that the NCAA is a script. Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator, Michigan.
What do you mean they talked about it all game?
The Michigan game? All they did was talk about where Jesse Minter was going to go be a coach next.
Okay.
They didn't say Indiana, but they were just like, this guy's going to be a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I'll take him.
Defensive coordinator, Michigan. But he's not my number one. He's not my number one. This guy
didn't even make honorable mention.
It's not going to happen. I love this guy. I think he's another guy that is just a coach in waiting somewhere bigger. Don't care. Literally don't care. Brian Hartline, offensive coordinator, Ohio State.
Yeah.
He's the best recruiting coordinator in the entire country. He's probably the best position coach in the entire country.
Yep.
He is unreal. Brian
co-offensive
Hartline,
coordinator or offensive coordinator?
He's often. I think he is co-op. Probably. Doesn't matter. Brian Hartline is my dream hire. I think he would want to go and prove himself so bad. He'd work his tail off. He's young. He's successful. He checks literally every box for me. Brian Hartline, offensive coordinator, Ohio State, is my number one. And we could call this. There's a lot of play on words you can do with Hartline in a podcast. It just works very, very well.
We're probably going to avoid the coach thing on the next one.
No, don't
probably avoid that. No.
Never learn a lesson.
Hold on. The two I liked the most out of there was definitely Hartline. That's a home run. Bragg, Antoine Randall makes so much sense for so many reasons. I would love that for you guys. I think it's a stretch, but hell, that is exactly like the heartbeat of the program guy. And then the third name that I would throw in that I think is a little bit more realistic is a guy from the MAC, Toledo, Jason Candle.
And not hire a group of five guy.
I'm telling you, look for a guy who's going to be a couple $1 million a year.
Again, it's Bragg had a great list. I put a lot of time into this. I love your Brom and Colin Klein comparison. I think those I wouldn't mind to go get a Brom. How long was Brom at Purdue?
I think we got 5 years.
Bragg, would you not take the 5-year run Purdue had for IU?
Yeah, I'd take it.
Don't care if we get a stepping stone coach. Do not care if we get a stepping stone coach. I think Jesse Minter is probably. You said you didn't include him in your top 6 coordinators. I think he's.
I did offense. Sorry, I did offense only because I
think he's got to be top 3 or top 5.
So here's the question then: are you guys for the next one? Are you guys going? Do you guys want the offensive-minded guy, the up-and-coming OC who can put butts in seats by scoring points, or are you going? Like, I don't want to say
I'd want best. Obviously, I chose 2 offensive coordinators in Klein and Hartline because I think at IU it's easier. I think it's easier to win with an offense than it is to win with a defense in modern football. I think at any level. But I also think, look what Jesse Minter's doing. So I think take the best overall guy. But if I had to choose an OC or DC, I'm choosing an OC.
Look at what you guys did at Purdue. You guys took to be determined, a what I considered not to be a very good defensive coordinator, but just used NFL talent to get a head coaching job. But you brought Graham Harrell.
Yeah, try to pair a air raid offense with a hard-nosed defense. Yeah. It's interesting to see if it'll work out or not.
Graham Harrell would have been considered maybe one of the top offensive coordinators available, right? Yes. You know what I mean? So if you bring in a defensive mind, I'm assuming somebody with the gout of
he's got
Jesse
foot
Minter.
Disease?
Yes. Well, what am I looking for? Clout? Whatever. Not gout. As soon as I said it, I was like, that's a foot thing. Maybe he's got gout. I don't know. I don't know Jesse Minter. Maybe he does. It's not a disease. It's just like an ailment.
I think it's like
It's like an injury almost. You bring somebody in like that that's coming from a major program. I'm sure he's got friends around that are like, hey, you know what? I was a pretty good wide receivers coach at Northwestern. I don't know what I'm doing there. No. But they're gonna grab somebody. Okay, this has already gone too long. That was gonna be a lot shorter. Brando's Random.
So real quick, Bragg, like, what do you think of my list?
I like your list. Your list makes, other than Brian Hartline, I don't think we can get him out of Ohio State. But I like Jesse Minter. I like Mike Hart a lot. I think Justin Fry. I don't think that's going to do it for anybody.
No, which is why it's probably most likely. Honestly, Justin Fry is why it's most likely.
What if you grab somebody young, like a young offensive coordinator from the NFL? Could they do something like that?
You go Randall L if that's what you're going to do. Addison touchdown. Let's go. Sorry guys, I have Addison in fantasy, and I switched it from San Francisco to Minnesota for a big chunk of money. So yeah, no, I don't even know where I was going with that. If you're going NFL guy, there we go. If you're going NFL guy, you go Randall L. What my question to you, Bragg, is how much do we have to pay him? Can we look up to see how much he's getting paid now?
I can look it up right now. Go ahead and move on to your brand.
My randos. Okay. Seth, since he's looking that up, how important is game day experience to your motivation to go to a game?
I'd say it's 8 or 9. I mean, I have an amazing home experience right now. I have multiple TV screens. I got the couch. I got everything set up just the way I want it. So in order to get my ass out of the couch and away from 8 live action games at one time, it's got to be a pretty good experience or a hell of a matchup. And so, especially for IU, which would be like a tier, less than the highest level of college football, you have to have some kind of experience to draw me in.
Yeah. IU's game day experience is atrocious.
So I listened on the radio, and you could hear every single conversation going on in that stadium. There was a baby crying for about a quarter and a half. And I could hear the mom consoling it time over time, just whispering, it's going to be okay. But that baby doesn't know that it's not going to be okay.
It's not true.
It's not.
So the videos were awful. The music was awful. The in-between segments are the same stuff they've done for a decade. They've brought nothing new. The old blindfold a guy and lead him to a corner of a rectangle is awful. I go to a fair amount of NFL games. Not only is I don't expect it to be an NFL game, but there's excitement. There is no excitement inside the stadium, and outside the stadium's almost equally awful. There were so many people tailgating. Outside was beautiful, but you think there would have been a band, or there would have been somewhere like some experience center somewhere that you could have like went and brought kids to. Like, you would have thought they would have opened up Assembly Hall on freaking homecoming. The out of the stadium experience is terrible. The inside the stadium experience is terrible. And I'm with you. I think it's so important, especially to get people invested in a program. Those things aren't expensive. They aren't. And they're just not even considering it. I was reading the message boards, I forget, Sunday morning, maybe. I don't remember. And they're just like, literally put Kelly students in charge of this. Like, literally have someone who has some sort of sense of like, I want this to succeed, because it's evident no one inside or outside the stadium cares. And that's super frustrating. Sorry, that was like a rando in a rant. A lot of these might be a rando in the rant. What are your thoughts on sunburns in October? Because unlike Bragg and his son, who wore sunscreen, I did not. And luckily I'm Italian and my sunburns go away in like 24, 36 hours. But my forehead was fully, and I'm not like bald. Like my forehead was toast Saturday evening. I blame Brad for not saying anything.
I did get a little sun. Yeah. But not anything like, no, not anything crazy. My 3-year-old brought out the sunscreen and was like, hey, this is here. And I was like, you know what?
Yep.
I thought it was going to be cold and you'd have a hoodie on. So I guess I'll slap some of this on you real quick.
How nice of an October game was this, Bragg? Like, you've went to every game for a while. Like, this was the best weather game I think I've gone in. Like,
it was a really good one. It's a really good one. Next one's probably going to be awful.
I drove right by the stadium on the way to Southern Indiana, and my God, I mean, it is just fall leafing weather to a T, rolling hills, orange leaves. It was magnificent environment for a shit show of a game.
Last thing, because I think I know this answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. There weren't that many recruits there, but what do you tell a recruit when you lose that kind of game, have that kind of stadium attendance? Like, Bragg, put on your coaching chop. What is your message to the recruit as they're leaving town Saturday night?
I hope you enjoyed the leaves. Like, I don't know.
You're the missing piece is the answer, right? Like, if we had you here, Johnny wide receiver, if we had you here, Johnny linebacker.
Tim Carpenter has got to be sitting there thinking, like, not like what, well, he's probably thinking like, what did I do? But he's also sitting there thinking like, I'm walking onto this team and starting day one. I mean, if he stays committed, he's walking straight in and being like, hey guys, this is my team now. Move over 4-star, move over Sorsby, move over Brock Lowry, which I think I'd love to see him play. It's my team. And he's going to walk right in. And Dexter Williams is going to be like, and he's like, nope, you're a wide receiver now. This is my team. And then the other guy, Philston, same thing. He's walking right in, going, if I want to play right now, play Big Ten football, I'm walking right in. I can be a stud on a bad team. People are going to draft me. It doesn't matter. You're walking right in and playing. That's the one thing you can sell to these kids. Look at Phil Dunham. Now, granted, I think in Michigan, he was just a step off. I mean, it's hard to blame him. I think he's got to be one of the top 10 in the nation in interceptions still. But that dude comes right in, is like, he's got to be thinking the whole time, he's like, I'm going to play. And he is. And he's playing, and he's a redshirt. What is he? Redshirt freshman. He's great. So.
No, I mean, I think you're absolutely. I think you're right. That's what Kobe Martin said too.
Phil Dunham tied 14th, but it's 4th nationally still. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what Kobe Martin said when I talked to him. Is that the big part is still getting to play with a Big Ten program. So IU is going to get a lot of players who are just like, give me a way onto a Big Ten program so I can eventually parlay it into an NFL career.
Yeah. Would you? Hypothetical question, and don't be a dick, because I know what my answer is, and I'm going to be unbiased. Let's put ourselves in a different school. Let's say we're Illinois. Okay. And you're bringing in let's just use Josh Philston, right? And how many other big time, he had Penn State, Michigan, whatever, and you have Illinois that's there. And you're an athlete, you're a competitor. What one do you want to go do? You want to see if they tell you at Illinois, hey, you're going to come play. You're going to play here. But in Michigan, they're like, yeah, you got to earn your spot. What are you going to do? I'm not saying every player is going to say, yeah, I'm going to go play right now. A lot of people want to earn your spot. There's part of me that says, I want to go earn a spot on Michigan.
or thinks that I'm good enough to beat them out of that spot. Yeah.
Or go compete. Or you think, you know what? Illinois just put 3 players in the NFL in one draft, and they were not great. Let's go play at Illinois. You know what I mean? So there's appeal there, thankfully. And Kimbo, who I about slapped him in the face, sitting here talking about asking if there was relegation in in college football during the game. I think he was half serious. It might have been a lot of the game day loggers talking for him, but
yeah, he doesn't have the bevies that you and I have normally. So he's a service worker. He's a firefighter. All right. You need to be ready.
All right, let's get out of here. This has already been way too long. What else you got?
That's all I got. That's all that I had.
Seth, your sack. Empty it.
I'll just make this really quick. Michigan State is so embarrassing. Just every single thing about them.
I didn't watch any college football the rest of the day.
You didn't. It wasn't the play on the field.
No, it's off. It's everything off the field.
Wasn't there another college that had a bad day too? Saturday, with a coach.
Nobody asked where Hitler was from.
Well, okay. Thought we were going to avoid that on the podcast.
But... Well, Michigan State didn't, so we can't either.
And somebody else had a bad day. Are they really considering Urban Meyer? Because it seems like it.
They are. I don't understand why he would consider that. That's what I don't get.
Michigan might have an opening here soon too, so let's see.
They could. That would be a little bit more appealing. I'm not sure he'd be allowed to do that. Can you do that? Can he do that?
He could.
Has he spent enough
Nobody's
time...
stopped him from doing anything he's done yet.
Well, I think some women have stopped him from doing something. Just because you got a picture taken of you doesn't mean that. Never mind. Are we done? We're done. Okay, be sure to check out our pod on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. While you still can, it's still at Podcast LEO right now. Be sure to check out our new partner at Big Banter Sports for all the latest updates involving our podcast, as well as the other 13 football teams across the conference. Be sure to download, rate, review, and follow on all of our platforms. Join us next as we preview the bloodbath that will be the game at Penn State. Right now, I think it's minus 31.5, sorry. Ouch. So I'm not saying it. I'm not going to say it. See ya. Peace.
At least we're not Michigan State.
That's true.
We're not Michigan State.
Until we play them.
Yeah, even then, still glad not to be Michigan State.
I guess. Yeah.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Elio.
Oh, he did say it. Gross.